Hey everyone, another video here. Um, right now I'm not as high energy as I usually am because it is 2:13 in the morning. I can't sleep and I have to make cupcakes for something tomorrow and I'm making keto cupcakes, so I want to do a video about it. And I have stuff to do tomorrow, before the event, so I want to go ahead and make them tonight. And we're going to make some coconut flour cupcakes. They are coconut cupcakes themselves. I'm going to do different things than the recipe calls for, um, just to switch things up a little bit. And I'm just going to show you how to make these a little bit more decadent and a little bit more healthy. But let's get into it. Oh, before I get into it, I went to Walmart tonight, pretty late, like 1 a.m. And I go inside, and this guy runs up to me. He's like, "Hey, do you have a YouTube channel?" I was like, "Yeah, I do." And he's like, "Are you a Christian thespian?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm a Christian thespian." He said, "Dude, me and my friends watch your videos. Um, Keep it up." And I said, "Okay, well, watch out for this video." So I know that he's gonna watch this video. So I just want to say, like, shout out to you, because like you're just great, like for like encouraging me like that. Like, it's just great to know that people, watch my videos. Like people actually watch my videos, and I want to do a video with you, if you're up for that. So here's what I have you do. If that was you, go ahead and comment your email in the comments, and then I'll send you with my school email so that you know that it's legit, and we'll talk, and I will have you over to do a video with me. So you go ahead and do that, and hopefully we'll see him in a future video. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. So the first ingredient, we're going to double the recipe. It's 1/4 of a cup of coconut flour sifted. I don't have a sieve, so that's not going to happen, but I will use the amount of coconut flour that calls for. I think I already forgot. 1/4 of a cup, so 1/2 a cup. Okay. Haven't opened this yet. Y'all, it smells like coconut. Like, I know, like, you're like, well, Zach, it's coconut flour. Almond flour doesn't smell like almonds. Okay. Just 1/2 a cup. You can probably already tell these are coconut cupcakes. I think I already said that. Like, it's late, like, just no. Don't want to do, too much. All right. 2 tablespoons of unsweetened shredded coconut. So we're going to do, where's my this? Tablespoons and teaspoons. We're going to do 4 tablespoons of unsweetened coconut. And y'all, I love unsweetened coconut. I'm excited about these cupcakes because every cupcake is 2 carbs, but I'm doing it to where it's going to have less than 2 carbs per cupcake. So, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to do a heaping. I just wanted to combine the flour and the coconut, because sometimes if you don't flour like coconut or like fruit or like raisins or something, they can fall to the bottom of your cupcake. So just mix them in with the flour, just makes it a little easier. Okay, next we need 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. So we need 1 teaspoon, because it calls for 1/2. Yeah, 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, so 1 teaspoon of baking powder. And it calls for 1/4 teaspoon of salt, so we're going to use 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I know, like, you're probably like getting annoyed, like saying like Zach, like just make the cupcakes. Like, don't be doing all this math right now. We can do math ourselves. This is keeping me from like this is what I enjoy. I enjoy like doing the math in my head, thinking about it out loud. So. All right. 3 tablespoons of melted butter. We're gonna do so again. We're doubling, so we're gonna do 6 tablespoons, but we're not gonna do just butter. So we're gonna do. Here's my little tips and tricks. We're gonna do 3 tablespoons of butter, 2 tablespoons of coconut oil, and 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil. The reason for that is because the coconut oil obviously tastes like coconut. So when you use coconut oil, it uses more of that coconut flavor. I did not buy coconut extract from the store because it was really expensive. First off, it's really expensive. First off, and like it's just not really needed. Like you don't need that if you use like coconut oil and actual coconut. So okay, let's get this out. Throw this into a mug. Put this back. Also, it's a healthier way of making these because coconut oil, like if they're keto, yes, you want that fat, but coconut oil, like it's just like it's a better fat for you. Yeah. So non-hydrogenated oil, I think it's organic. Oh wait, no, it's not. So literally the only ingredient is coconut oil on here. It doesn't say it's 100% pure, what it says. And it says it's non-GMO. So this is pretty good for you. This is what you're gonna want to use. And like also it's just like what it's good for. So coconut oil is good for sautéing, pan frying, dressings, and baking. Vegetable oil is good for all of them. Peanut oil is only good for stir fry and pan fry. Canola is good for all of them except for pan fry. And safflower oil is good for all of them except for stir frying and pan frying. So all of these except for peanut you can bake with. So vegetable, coconut, canola, and safflower you can bake with. So we're gonna put these this oil into. I like the smell of coconut oil. It smells like straight up coconut, which is what it should smell like. Just like coconut flour, which is odd. I get really excited because I went to Food Lion today and I found like one of like my favorite organic drink for cheaper. Actually, I'm not gonna put that in the microwave. Not a good idea. That was weird. Okay, well that's in there. Let's see what else we need. We need a fourth of a cup, so half a cup of powdered low carb sweetener or erythritol powder. So I have powdered stevia. You can probably also use like Splenda, I guess, or erythritol. Yeah, 1/4 of a cup of powdered low carb sweetener. or erythritol. So we're just going to use half a cup of this stevia. Like, it's so dang powdered that it tastes great. And then it calls for 1/4 of a teaspoon of stevia powder. So I'm just going to use half a teaspoon. It says concentrated. This doesn't say that's concentrated. It says great for baking. So I guess we'll just use half a teaspoon of this. It's like powdered sugar. Like, it's so dang. Like, I don't know how to explain it. And like, I understand, like, when you make things that are keto, like, it might seem like things are expensive because, you know, things can be expensive when you're doing keto, but, you know, sometimes you just gotta stick with it. Like, I understand, like, it can be expensive, but like today I went and got stuff to for keto baking, and it worked out just fine. Like, I spent about $52 today. Now, granted, I didn't buy the coconut flour today. I bought that before, or the coconut oil, but I bought like the butter and the flaked coconut, and I bought some oil, and I bought the flaxseed, which I'm going to show you in a sec. So it's really not that hard to eat keto. Okay. So it calls for 3 large eggs, so 6 eggs. I'm going to show you guys how to cut down on the carb intake on this. Eggs barely have any carbs, but they still have something in them. So I'm going to show you guys how to bake without using that. So this next part, this is a flax egg. This is the kind I use. I use the Walmart organic kind, the ground flax seed. This was a bit expensive. This was like $6, and but it's 4 carbs and 4 fibers. So it's 0 carbs, 0 sugar, 5 grams of fat, and 2 grams of protein. So you're getting the fat and your protein in with this when you bake. So we are going to use some of this, and this is like to make it healthier. So we can go ahead. We need a spoon. I'm going to lift this up. Probably should use a smaller cup, but that works. So next we're going to use 3 eggs, and then I'm going to show you guys other ways that you can use. You can substitute eggs. Now these are great ways to do a vegan if you're trying to cut back on fat, which obviously I'm not trying to do on keto. If you're trying to cut back on fat, this is a way that you can do it. Yeah, eggs are a bit expensive. I get the 18 pack because I know that they're all going to be used you use them frequently when you're doing keto and when you're baking. So there's 3 eggs. So you can also use avocado. You can use so we're gonna check something else out real quick. You can use mix that together just real quick. Obviously, I do need, guys. It smells really good, and that flaxseed, it's gonna make it look a little weird, but trust me, it's not. It's not gonna be weird. There's other ways to substitute eggs, and I got all these from the internet. Um, so we're gonna go ahead and look. So that's 4 eggs. We need 2 more eggs. I'm gonna substitute those 2 eggs for something with no carbs at all. So what you can do is you can do chia seeds and water. You can do unsweetened applesauce. I use like uh, cinnamon applesauce. You can use 1/4 of a cup. You can use half of a mashed ripe avocado, half of a mashed ripe banana, or 1/4 of a cup of coconut or soy yogurt, or 1/4 of a cup of silken tofu if you want to do something like that. But I'm not going to do that. Um, so we're going to go ahead and look for different ways. I found one like not long ago. I'm trying to figure out like vegan substitutes because I'm not vegan. Like, let's just get that straight. I'm not vegan. You can use a nut butter. You can use banana. You can use chickpea flour with water. You can use cornstarch and water. Um, I'm not going to use cornstarch because it has a lot of, it's not good. You can use a veggie puree. You can use, like I said, coconut yogurt, chia seeds, water. Um, you can do 1 tablespoon of cider vinegar with 1 teaspoon of baking powder. You can do 1.5 tablespoons of oil with 1.5 tablespoons of water and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. That's what I'm going to do. So 1.5 tablespoons of oil, 1.5 tablespoons of water, and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. So that's going to be my next move. So 1.5 tablespoons of water and oil. Okay. I think we'll do it in this. So I'm going to go away for a sec. Oil. I've got how much baking powder you're supposed to use. Um, 1 teaspoon of baking powder. It's 1/2. 1 teaspoon. Okay. I know this is a long video, but I'm just taking my time with it. I'm not worried about it. By the way, I have done like this like water, oil, and um, what's it called? Oh my goodness, I'm blanking. Crap. I have used the water, oil, and baking powder before, so I do know that it does work. And I think you can use heavy cream. I think I've seen that. Let's see. Heavy cream instead of egg. No, instead of egg, not egg wash, just egg. So, um, hmm. Okay, so apparently you cannot use, uh, sorry, like the heavy cream. Um, But what you can use is 1.5 tablespoons of sour cream or a heaping tablespoon. I do have sour cream, so let me go ahead and just do that. Right here. So I'm going to go ahead and just use that. Sour cream is really good for recipes like this. Like one feel like you need like a good amount of fat, and sour cream just makes things softer and more decadent. So this is definitely not like a health thing. This is just, decadent thing. And it's not a vegan thing either. This just like if you don't have like any like eggs around, but you have like sour cream, you can use like some of this instead. So we're gonna go ahead and mix that together. And while that is beating together to mix, we're gonna go back to our recipe. So it says vanilla extract and coconut extract. I don't have any coconut extract, so I'm just going to use a full teaspoon of vanilla extract. Actually, I'm going to use more than 1 teaspoon. I'm going to use half a tablespoon of vanilla. Love vanilla. And I'm just going to put an eighth of a teaspoon of strawberry extract. Just to give it some of that extra flavor. Again, ooh, that's too much. Yeah, just an eighth teaspoon. It's really not gonna do much, but just so I can sleep at night. And because it will give a little bit of strawberry flavor to it. I don't want much strawberry flavor anyway, so it's exactly what I want, where it's just gonna be just the tiniest taste of it. So, and the next 2 tablespoons of almond milk. I'm not gonna use almond milk. I use soy milk. Soy milk has so much more, um, uh, fat, so much more flavor. So we're gonna go ahead. Do 2 tablespoons of soy milk. And now lock it, mix it. Oh, guys, it smells like coconut. It smells great. It's a little thick for like a a cake batter. So I think that's because of the kind of egg substitutes that I used. So I'm just gonna put a splash of heavy cream. Some people put water. I'm not putting water. Yeah. By the way, almond milk, also with almond milk, like it's not good to bake with almond milk because when you bake with almond milk, what it does is there's no fat in almond milk, so it's not going to, you know, set the way that you want it to set. It's going to come out dry. Um, Now, an icing, you can make an icing with almond milk, but you're not going to want to do anything else with almond milk, like baking wise. Need a little bit more. I'm going to use more of this milk. It's really not turning into like a batter like I'm hoping for. Is there anything that I was missing? Let's see. I did 6 eggs. So I did 3 eggs. I did a flaxseed egg. I did a sour cream egg, and I did the water, oil, and a baking powder egg. I used the baking powder. I used coconut, flour, salt, butter, oil, the powder. I used the eggs, vanilla. I replaced the coconut extract with the strawberry extract, and I used the milk. Okay. So this smells really good. Okay. I think I gotta trust the recipe. Okay, so you put this in a 400-degree oven for I think like 15 to 20 minutes. Um, yeah, 15 to 20 minutes on 400 degrees. And when they come out, they will be coconut cupcakes. I think I'm gonna add a little bit more coconut flakes because these coconut flakes have no sugar, they have no carb. We cut down the carb with using the flaxseed egg, so I'm gonna add a little bit more coconut to that. And what you can do is, I'm probably not gonna do this, but you can toast the coconut and then roll it in coconut when you take it out, when you put the frosting on it. But I'm probably not gonna do that just because I'm bringing this to like a young adult event, so just because of these young adult events, I can never eat what is made. So, also, I'm gonna give you a little tip about. These are thick, but it's gonna have to work because work with what you were given. Okay. My friend of mine gave me cupcake liners because I needed cupcake liners for this recipe specifically. So we're gonna go ahead and I think, let's see, we're gonna use white. Where's the blue? I want to use blue too. So yeah, so white, blue, and I think we'll use some pink. I have girls there too. So I think. Oh wait, I have 4 different colors. I can just make 3 of each color. So yellow. There we go. So yeah, just use whatever you have lying around. If you have like the what's it called? The I can't think right now. It's late. It's 2:42 in the morning. Um, you can use any cupcake liner that you want. You can use tinfoil liner, you can use decorative liner, you can use colorful liners, you can use plain liners. It really is all up to you and your preference. Pink, and then yellow. Yeah, just using all these. I'm not a big fan of like the color yellow, like just not. Um, these back together. My friend gave me these to use. Um, so this is what it looks like. It doesn't really look like a batter consistency, but it smells like coconut, which is exactly what you want because they're coconut cupcakes. And then the frosting is like vanilla, which I'll probably do like a whole other video on that because it's a whole other recipe that I'm not going to do tonight because it's late and I'm tired and I don't want to be up for another hour. making frosting for these cupcakes. And plus, you're supposed to frost the cupcakes right after you make the frosting, and then pop them in the fridge. So, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go ahead and fill these cupcake liners. Wait, I almost forgot to tell you. I almost didn't do something correctly. Okay. Spray your liners. Like, spray your liners. Because some cupcakes or muffins will stick to the liner. Okay, I have to use more milk. Like, this is gonna annoy me. Just a little bit more, just to... You know what? I didn't double the milk. That's why this is happening, because I didn't double the milk. That's why this looks like this. So I actually need to add more milk. I'm really trying to up the fat in all of this. Okay, now it looks better. Just a little bit more. A lot of these ingredients are organic. The coconut flour is organic. The coconut flakes are organic. The stevia is organic. This vanilla is organic. I don't think the extracts are organic. No, they're not. At least they don't say they are. Obviously, the salt's not organic. The eggs are not, but look at the amount. Like the flaxseed is organic. So, and by the way, you don't even notice that we use the flax egg in this. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna line each. We're gonna line each cupcake liner with the. I don't know why this is so thick. Like, this isn't gonna work. Okay. Let's try this again. A little bit more milk. There we go. This will make it into a batter. There we go. Okay, yeah. It just needs a little bit more milk to help it. How's everyone's day? Mine was a long one, but a good one. My first class of the day was personal evangelism, and then after personal evangelism, I had educational ministry of the church, and then after educational ministry of the church, I had, well, then I was done. I went to visit the campus pastor, but he was not in, so I had to make an appointment with his secretary. Had to talk with Student Financial Services about my student loan refund when I was going to get that back, which apparently I got it. Well, my parents got the check today, so that was good. Or they got it yesterday since it's 2 a.m. or almost 3 a.m. What else did I do today? I came back here, relaxed for a bit. Oh, I went to Food Lion where I got a few things like the butter and some cheese and just, oh, and Zevia. I was so happy I found Zevia. Just got a few things that I needed. What else did I do today? Came back, relaxed a bit, went to Food Line, got a few things, came back. I cleaned because we finally got a vacuum for our haul. So I vacuumed, I took the trash out, I did some dishes. Um, and then my friend, uh, some friends of mine, we had to go to this, not the store. Well, they had to go to like a fabric store to find fabric because they're getting married and they had to find a flower girl dress. So they were out doing that, and I came with them. Then I went to Walmart. Well, first I went to City Cafe. I didn't like buy food because I already had to like pay for groceries, so I didn't do that. But I did hang out while my friend ate, and I got a drink, and we sat and talked and hung out. Went to Walmart, and then I came back here and baked after my friend gave me these liners because again, when I make cupcakes, I don't like to make them like in the cupcake cup by itself. I like to use a liner because a liner like it just makes it easier cleanup because then you don't like have like all of that dough or all that batter on the thing, like on the tray. Okay, I'm almost out of batter completely. Hopefully this almost out of batter, but that won't be the case for long. Oh shoot. Okay. I can always take more batter out of other cupcakes. It's not that hard. And again, like just think, like you could eat all 12 cupcakes and be eating less than 24 carbs. And on keto, a man like me, I should be having no more than 27. So I wouldn't eat 12 cupcakes because, you know, yeah, science. Let's go ahead. Take that there, flatten that. Let's take some out of here and put it in there. And take some out of here and put it in here. I'm going to take some of this out. Wow. Sounds like the wind is picking up. Okay, so now that I have all of these filled, oh my goodness, guys, that batter is good. I mean, the coconut flavor is really like strong. It's almost overwhelming, but it's not. It's like it's almost there, but so it's perfect amount of coconut because I like the flavor of coconut. But one thing, you can't taste the strawberry at all. I mean, the recipe didn't call for strawberry anyway, so it's not a big deal. So yeah, so you're gonna put these into the oven. These do have a lot of baking powder, so they will rise. And you put them in for 15 to 20 minutes. These probably take about 15 since some of our ingredients were room temperature and some of our ingredients are warmed up. And the oven is fully preheated, so. All right, and then tomorrow morning I will show you the cupcakes and I will show you how to make the frosting. But I will see you guys again very, very soon.